Morning guys, on a nice cool wet windy Sunday morning. Yeah, I'm at my secret spot to release the puff adder that I sort of got a call out for last night. Not an official call, I was actually called by Jason from Helderberg Snake Rescue for a bit of backup. This happened at about 20:09 last night. He had been trying to find a puff adder in a really dense overgrown garden. So he called me up and said, Dave, would you mind coming out and just assisting me and bring a torch along? So of course I jumped in my car straight away and I headed out to the location. And as I got it, he had actually found it. He was busy getting it into a transport tube. And yeah, from there he said to me, Dave, wouldn't you mind just taking the snake and releasing it? So obviously I said yes, absolutely, let's do that. So yeah, that's where I am. I've got a nice large male puff adder with me. Contrary to that, while I was looking for a place to sit and do this video, I almost sat on another little snake. So interesting morning, but I'm going to take a couple of photos of that. It's a really cool snake. It's really something that you do not often encounter. So I'll post that on my Facebook page a little bit later on, and you guys can check that out. That's quite cool. I was actually rather excited to find it, but I made triple, double, quadruple sure that there was no more hanging around here where I'm sitting. So yeah guys, let's get to the release of this beautiful puff adder, and I'll talk a little bit more about it. This wind's a bit of a pest this morning, but hey, not much we can do about that. This weather's stunning. We definitely in our current drought need this rain and this weather. So yeah, let's get to it. Right guys, so in here I've got that male puff adder. Let's get him out so we can chat a little bit more about it. You'll also see with puff adders I always use a double hook stick. The reason why we do this, because they are such large heavy-bodied snakes, we'll use two hook sticks to support the front and the back of the body. That will be when transporting them in and out of containers. So in case you're wondering, that's why we do it. Obviously we don't want to injure the snake because they are such heavy snakes. So yeah, let's get this open and get him out and show him to you guys a little bit, and we can chat a little bit more about him, and then we will send him on his way. Right guys, I think I've said it before, puff adders are South Africa's fastest striking snake. Although they are big, heavy-bodied snakes, these guys are not something you want to underestimate or play around with. They might seem fat, sluggish and slow, but they are definitely not. Alright, let's see if he's gonna quickly get the double hooks in here. So we normally do one in the front of the body. We'll just lift him a bit, and we'll do another one at the back. Sometimes they play with, sometimes they don't. Right, and out he comes. So there we go guys, that is a large male puff adder. Let's have a look at him. Right guys, there's obviously been studies as well that show that these guys can mask their smell, so dogs cannot pick them up at all. They have no scent whatsoever to any dogs. As we can see, I want you to go across the other side of the road, little boy. We'll send him off on his own time. No, he already has. Right guys, these guys also have hinged fangs. They have, along with the gaboon viper, or gaboon adder, sorry, not viper, gaboon adder, they have some of the largest fangs in South Africa. So they're hinged, they're actually folded back in the mouth. When they do strike, they will unhinge themselves and obviously hit the prey where it most counts. They have a cytotoxic venom, so that's tissue damage. The bite wound will actually rot, and yeah, it's a very serious bite. Just, I don't know if you can see, just look how well camouflaged he is. It took a good while last night to actually try and find this guy, obviously being dark and because they're so well camouflaged, and he was actually hiding in a pile of leaves behind, I think it was a wheelbarrow. So yeah guys, these are definitely one of my favorite snakes. They really are cool. Come on little guy, are you going to just lie under the bush there for a bit? So this is generally what they do, they'll just move off into the bush. Well, all my puff adder releases anyway, they'll just move off into the bush and they'll find a sort of place where they're happy to curl themselves up there, and they will lay there for as long as they need to. So yeah guys, I think that's it. We'll leave him right there where he is. This area that I do release my snakes at is not an area where there are people coming through all the time at all. So he'll be actually quite alright there, and he'll probably move off in not too long from now.